What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Triangle. This is your boy, D.
And it's your girl, CJ.
And it's your girl, Brandi. And the place to be. I know you see me
Oh.
on your TV.
Shut the fuck up.
Singing like Stevie.
Oh my God, ma'am. Oh my God. Anyway, welcome
You
to
guys, why aren't you more excited?
I mean,
No.
I'm excited. Do you see? I put a
No,
whole
you're
ass
not.
tiara on. A whole ass tiara on. Got my
I will
silver
say,
dress.
If you guys haven't watched us on YouTube, this is the time too, because CJ looks super pretty. Like stupid dumb, face beat, like done up. God, yes, mama.
I mean, okay, so it's our 1 year anniversary, y'all. I mean, it was last week, but we're recording today. It still counts, right? Cheers indeed. Cheers.
That's gross.
Really
Look
cute.
at my glass. That's gross as
Ooh,
fuck.
ooh.
Cheers.
A dirty glass for a dirty ass.
Oh my God. So first of all, I want to thank all of our listeners that have been sticking it out with us for a whole fucking year, y'all. Y'all been listening to us for a whole ass year.
Like, you guys.
Y'all, a year.
A year.
And we still not tired of each other. A year.
It took 20 for me to think about being tired of y'all.
What?
Damn.
It took 20 for me to be like, am I tired of these motherfuckers? Yeah, maybe.
I'm done.
Maybe.
No, for real. So today's episode is we're just going to chat about our whole past year and nothing particular. Whatever comes up, comes up. This is our off-task episode is what it's going to be.
Yay!
The entire episode is
off-task.
Love it.
In that ass. Grab a glass.
That's one thing we're actually good at.
I know,
we're
right?
actually good at being off task.
So, like, how is it, y'all? How do y'all feel? Like, the fact that we went through this for a whole fucking year already. Like,
it doesn't seem like it's been a year. It seems like we just started doing this shit a few months ago.
It definitely seems longer than a year.
It seems longer to you?
Really?
Yeah, just 'cause I'm tired of your fucking face. So there's
oh, shit. well, damn.
No, agreeing with D, it doesn't feel like a year at all. When you
doesn't.
mentioned it last month, I was like, I know you fucking lied. We really did this shit a year. Because, you know, some folks don't make it past a couple of months.
I mean, and then look at her. Oh, yeah. The camera is too close to y'all's faces, ma'am, sir.
The camera
but
can
no,
never
and
be
then
close enough to
and
this
then
face.
a few weeks, it's gonna be our 100th episode as well. Like, it's so crazy.
That's really weird.
That is really
weird.
insane. But we've come a long ways. We have some great freaking subscribers who love us. And we have some continuous people who listen to us.
Man,
we even have trolls, which is cool.
We even have trolls. We even have Gary the troll on our Facebook page. You know what I'm talking about?
Is he still there?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he pops up once in a while, and then he's like, "You guys and your BLM," and I'm like, "Shit, Gary, welcome back." Like, I thought you were gone for a minute.
My
Like,
favorite troll was one that was for CJ.
Oh my
she
God.
decided to post for like Asian Heritage Month, then the girl was upset. Like, I thought this was a black page.
I'm like, wait a minute.
She was my favorite troll too.
I can't remember her name, but I mean, she ain't listening to us no more, obviously, because she found out I was not unapologetically fully black.
What did you have against Asians?
I don't know. That shit is weird.
I'm like, I know you wearing the hair, sis. What you mad for?
That ain't yours. That ain't all yours. That ain't all yours. Oh my God. No, for real though.
I was really like disgusted. She was like,
I will not, by the way, I will not ban trolls unless they get like crazy personal and start stalking people or anything.
We like trolls.
Because I feel like once you get a troll, you're like placing yourself on the map.
You made
slightly.
It. And it makes for great conversation.
It really does.
Fodder for entertainment.
Gary on Facebook had me dry.
The trolls really don't want to have no conversation like that.
They really don't.
Because we're all ready to make the time to come for y'all asses.
Right.
So they don't be ready for it. And I think some trolls bank on people not responding back a second time. But we're like, oh no, we'll keep talking.
Like I'd be like, hey, see, here's the thing. My mom always told me that I needed to be a lawyer when I was little. Like, she was like, you should be a lawyer. And I know why now, because I'd be like, debating is so much fun to me. Like, for real. Like I really wish that Kadena High had a debate team because I would have been.
Why didn't Kadena have we had every goddamn thing else.
Except for debate. Well, that's because we didn't
have a debate team.
No, that's because
we would have been fighting Kubasaki.
Kubasaki would have been the only one we would be debating with every day. So, it's not really a thing. And because even with football, we had to get like the college teams
we had to
off
split
base.
Our fucking teams in half.
Right. So, what I really thought was funny though, they would always get college teams from off base to play our high school team. And I always thought that was like crazy because.
And you know what was horrible about that?
What?
That was grown ass men.
They were grown ass men playing high school kids.
That shit was not cool. That shit was painful. We would beat them because as far as the game and the technicality, we understood.
More.
But we would be destroyed after each game.
Physically.
Like broken bones, missing teeth. Fucked up. We won, but they just.
I just thought it was pretty badass.
These are fucking 30-year-olds. Some of these. It was a community college, wasn't it?
It was a lot of community colleges.
Like 35.
Yeah, so
my
like
age.
A lot of the colleges there were not like the U.S. colleges, so it just had different random people, like everybody from 18 to like 40 on that fucking
18
team
to 40
sometimes.
on the fucking team, and it was like an intramural. This is for fun, so these are grown ass adults.
Yeah, it was for their fun, not yours.
You know what that reminds me of? So, after I graduated, I like lollied around and did nothing for a year because I was mad that my dad wouldn't let me go to uni, right? And uni is university.
Uni.
I'm so Asian. I'm sorry.
I haven't heard that term in so long.
It's uni for university and whatever. I got accepted with a scholarship. It's just that I was 17, so I couldn't go unless he signed off on it, and he just thought I was too young and crazy to go. He was probably right. Not mad anymore. I was at the time, so I took a year off and did absolutely nothing but mooch off my parents and do whatever I wanted to do. And part of that was me showing up at Kadena High doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And y'all remember Coach Bill for the varsity football team?
Yeah.
So you don't remember? My brother was on the varsity
his
team.
Mom was his wife was a teacher too, right?
Biology teacher. She was my AP bio teacher. Excuse me, hold on one second.
I like how Heather comes out of nowhere like a gremlin.
No. Oh
she's like,
so Coach Bill had me become the liaison for Kadena High's basketball team out of nowhere.
Hey, if you was hoeing, just say that.
No. So I would go, no. I would go to these Okinawan high schools and talk to the coaches there and get games.
Ass in a circle.
Shut up! You're trying to tell a story.
You got an inhale through your teeth.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Yo, this might be an episode to watch for real because Demetrius is out of control right now. Everybody drinking tonight. But no, so like I would go to these Japanese high schools and get games for the fucking Kadena High. Did you know that? All those Kadena High games in 2001 was because I went and got them.
Christ the King. Remember that school?
Oh my god! Neighborhood Christian school.
Yeah.
Okinawa Christian school.
And it was all black. Why was Christ the King there? The entire
the name Christ the King, nigga.
But in Japan, it just threw my mind, and I used to see them.
What was the other one?
Zion. That was very black too. It wasn't all black, but it was very black. It was just weird seeing like a school that's very black in Japan.
How many people do you think?
Ugliest fucking uniform.
How many kids do you think were named Zion there too, as well?
Oh, I'm sure a lot.
I feel like there's a lot. I'm gonna need people to stop naming their kids Zion. I really.
Yeah, there's some names where I'm just like, hey, quit with the Nevea. That shit's been played out since middle school.
No.
Like,
that reminds me of just the hand cream and nothing else. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Headed to the laundromat looking at
Yes.
Yes, headed to the laundromat. That song was a bop though. That song was a bop. And she went off on Nick Cannon in the video.
I'm so through. I'm so through. No, for real though. Like it was a weird place. Okinawa.
We're Oki?
Oki was a weird place because there was like such a community of diversity that like was together but wasn't together. Like that's what it felt like.
And I felt like I straddled both sides of that fence.
Me too. And that's why it was so weird. Like I could be down with everybody but then hate everybody at the same time.
Yeah. I didn't understand how I spoke more Japanese motherfuckers that had been born there.
Oh yeah, you were definitely.
There's people that were born in Okinawa, and it took me 2 years to kind of pick it up.
Yeah,
and I'm like, What the fuck are y'all doing?
Well, you and like shout out to Rashid. What's up, Rashid, for listening?
Rashid.
You and Rashid are a special kind of black people.
Okay. We didn't get that same super soldier.
You live in a whole country and you don't learn the language. That shit tripped me out.
I don't think like everybody's down for that. It's so weird, like that.
Even Brandi, what do you know how to say hello, goodbye, thank you, how much? Shit
well,
like
just
that.
like little shit, but the way you can speak it, or Rashi, it's like hindsight. I wish I had to learn, but I just was so mature and not in the mind frame of thinking this is gonna help me when I get back to the States. I would have picked up Spanish and Japanese had I known how much more money people will pay you to be like, oh, you speak like 3 different languages. That was not important in my household. I think my parents either expected me to go military or marry military.
But I'm saying, Brandi, at least you know how to say hello, goodbye, all that shit. Somebody like my stepdad, for instance.
That's all you need.
Not a fucking word.
It's weird.
That's just being super American.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
My dad, though, I guess my dad, because he had all these ex-Okinawan wives, picked up a lot of stuff.
Come on, Hohen.
I mean, I have a lot of siblings. I can't, My child is loud. Why are you being loud, Heather? I need you to calm down.
Your mama's extra.
You see her foot in the fucking frame? Look at her doing it and just laughing about it. Just kidding. Ma'am. I'm about to banish you to the other room. But no, for real, like, so, and like, ma'am, you have to be quiet or mommy can't record. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. What was I saying? See, I'm drinking and then my child bothered me. Now I can't remember what I was talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. You were talking about how we were about to like kick D out of the Destiny's Child at the beginning.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, Michelle.
Okay.
No, I'm Kelly Price. Y'all got me fucked up.
Let's bring this all the way back around to the real topic of this, and that's just our year anniversary, because when we first started this motherfucking podcast, what were we? 4 weeks in, if that, and I'm like,
oh my God, Brandi was so through.
I can't work with Demetrius. I can't.
Why?
I can't. You can't work with a motherfucker that don't show up.
I didn't show up.
You were the hardest person to get a hold of. They go, look at Brandi disappear.
My schedule. I work.
I know. So here's the thing. So Brandi was calling me the momager the whole time because I was trying to explain to her that you were a manager. And I was like, we don't
And this is back when I was in a rotation program.
Right, and we don't have a set schedule.
No, she explained that, and I understood it, okay? That wasn't the issue. Especially when a bitch was working 3 jobs, so I get it. All of our schedules were kind of all over the place from the beginning, whatever. My issue was the lack of communication. That was the issue.
That's right. Brandi was like mad for a minute because she was like, I don't need this nigga here treat me like my exes did and ghosting me.
Let me sit up. I ain't gonna lie. I flat out told CJ, I said, I know some of this is coming from residual shit.
That's true. How do you
remember this conversation? How you gonna transfer some shit like that?
Hold on, nigga, hold on.
You barking up the wrong tree, sweetheart.
I know.
The wrong
I told her this. That's the only reason. That is the only reason I didn't verbally assassinate you, because I said I realized I am triggered because I had an ex that would be very busy, and then niggas just stay hitting me up, and it's just whatever. So I'm like, I'm not experiencing this with someone that I'm about to quote unquote work with on something that's supposed to be fun, and he act like he can't text nobody. I'm not dealing with this.
Be on my personal phone and work. So that's why CJ took my work phone.
What you're not gonna do, because I told CJ this shit too. I know one thing, no matter what that ass schedule is, just like I've told other people I've been with, there is time in the day. You gonna make a way or an excuse.
I ain't got nothing to say, so I'm just doing the most.
Y'all have to watch this episode. This is fucking hilarious.
I don't give a fuck if it's your lunch, if you taking a shit on the toilet. Nobody can tell me I just ain't had the time. You're a fucking liar. You have the time. You're choosing not to use it.
I had the time. I just wasn't thinking about it.
Exactly my point. Thank you. Good night. Good night.
She said good night. No, what it is though, is like there was a lot of, I think the beginning was a rough pavement road with lots of rocks and boulders.
Understand the commitment that would be involved in it too. So I was just like,
so you said you were down with something without understanding the fine print.
I think that's what it was. I was like,
D
yeah.
was like,
know
wait,
that's
I'm
what
just
it
gonna
was.
show up and talk. That's all I'm
I
doing.
was just, yeah.
Damn. Listen, this is gonna be funny as fuck in like 2 years when we take off and they take this clip and we're laughing our asses off on Ellen or Oprah or fucking Steve Harvey and shit. I'm just saying.
Like, oh, so you didn't think I was like, yeah, I just thought I was gonna be.
Okay, see, listen, if y'all have not been listening to our episodes, I just want to say this is exactly why people can't handle us in person, because we can't just be friends with whoever and anybody. Because, like, this is why Brandi got beef with everybody. This is why.
No. First of all, I don't have beef with everybody. They got beef with me.
There's a common denominator in that conversation.
No, the reason it's so common is because I don't give a fuck no more. That's what it is. I do not care.
Once you get to that point, though, it's like, hey,
it really is.
I don't care.
Hey.
But then people end up like kind of already having a problem with you because
You know
you're not
what's funny?
caring enough or you're not trying to hear it.
When you don't give a fuck, people really do be like bugging though.
People take offense that you don't give a fuck.
Yes.
You even said it, and I ain't gonna call nobody out, but I know you was experiencing some weird stuff even within your own life, CJ, where you're doing your own thing, not caring about what other people think, and you got all of a sudden fucking haters coming out of nowhere.
Like secret haters.
I'm just
like
saying.
Secret haters. And I'm just like, you know, and the craziest part is that I never like put myself out there like I'm better than or doing more than, or it was more of like, hey guys, I did this, if you like it, can you like it, if you don't, that's cool. Like it's never like, hey, I'm doing this, so please do this.
But that's when it started for you. So let's talk about how people started to get really weird when they knew we were starting the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my god, are we gonna go there tonight? Are we going there tonight? Okay, so you guys, everybody knows that we have guests on our podcast all the time. Like we do, and we love our guests, we love our supporters, but sometimes we get people who feel like they were already part of us. Not gonna name any names. We call her Farah. And
there's what's crazy. There's more than one.
There's more than one.
There's more than one Farah, because the original, the OG Farah started rearing up recently. And it was like, what are you doing? Because
I don't know. OG Farah was rearing up, but we just call the haters Farah. If you don't know who Farah is, she's one of the Destiny's Child like dropouts, by the way. Like just look it up.
You're the one that had to go get her luggage and never come back.
Oh no, to the left. Like
yes.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
Disclaimer, we don't own that song or lyrics. But
hey,
like,
Candace.
Oh, these kids tonight. Damn.
Hey, they're pretty loud tonight.
Candace.
Tell him, D, tell him.
Daddy D.
But no, for real, it's so weird. Like, we love having people on our show. It's just weird when, like, people we know come through and they're like, hey, we would be great on your show. I'm like, okay, but we're not really looking for your type on here.
And it's one thing to be a guest. They are trying to like be a part of it. And that's
weird.
Where the weird thing would come in. If you want to be a guest and it makes sense for you to be on that episode, okay. Especially since at that time we weren't even starting to invite people on, but it was just very
that was at the very beginning of our thing, because we weren't even doing guests because we didn't even know if people were going to listen to us.
Right. We were still trying to figure it out. Now, I know CJ and I have talked about this, but I don't know if you've had an experience, D. I've had people that I know very, very well, as in like talk to on a regular, that wouldn't say anything about my podcast until like recently. Yes. It would be that type of low-key hater shit where it'd be like, I know you see me posting this and whatever else case, and you ain't gonna say nothing.
Well,
did you experience anything like that with anybody you knew, or?
No, with me, it's more, I'm more shocked by the people that actually listen. And they're like, oh, last week you had me dying when you said XYZ.
That's pretty dope, though.
You listen?
You know what? I think it is?
I wouldn't really expect.
I think it's a female thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't stand bitches.
But here's the thing, and we're not talking about y'all who love and support us, and we love y'all back and want you guys on our shows, because we have had friends and people we love on our show and stuff. But like, remember when I told you, Brandi, I was like, once you start showing out with your body and your prettiness and all of that, you're gonna have some fucking haters who will stop liking your page.
When I first started working out, CJ called and she said, watch what I tell you, less and less females are gonna be like liking your pictures or talking to you. And I was like, man, you lying. And she was right.
Yeah, less and less, because I don't know what the female psyche does, like in general, but most of us think it's competition, and I don't know what it is. Right. It's like that whole like quote, I'm paraphrasing, but women wear makeup and dress up for other women. It's the truth for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Because like we don't dress up for our dudes most of the time. It's for like us to be out and be seen by other folks, like other females.
They don't notice or care the way we want them to.
No, dudes don't really care if we're wearing a fucking tiara or not. That's for me. Like,
right, exactly.
And it's for the other females to let you know that we looking bomb.
That's exactly what that shit is for.
Highlighter.
I didn't notice until you told me.
That's a shame. That's what we're talking about.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. Like, we do not give a fuck. Look, I can look any old way, not shave for a week and a half. You know, my boo-boo will still be in bed with me. So, I mean, it's not for him. When I get dressed up.
It is funny when you're like, well, I didn't shave. And a nigga's like, I
don't give a fuck. That's not where he's going. He's not trying to lick your legs.
Like Cat Williams with the stretch marks. Oh, I got stretch marks. He said, you look like a tiger. A sexy ass tiger.
Listen,
here's
the thing that I learned over time, being, you know, active in the dating scene back in the day, is like that the only thing that matters, even with women most of the time and with men, is that you are confident. I'm telling you, that's all you need. Because I remember being in Nebraska, and I know we've talked about this before, where we talk about how like women of color especially have a hard time figuring out if we're like the exotic one that they're trying to get to, or if they actually like us,
or if it's genuine.
Yeah, if it's genuine or not. But I will say, I will never forget this comment about this dude that I had been with, and 3 of the girls that were there were like, how did you end up with him in bed? I was like, I don't know what to tell you, because like I'm not like stereotypically thin at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not white. Definitely, you know, white. I'm definitely like I'm not like the thick girl who's like curvy in the right places either, because I'm Asian. So I'm black from the waist up, Asian from the waist below, if you know what I mean.
I forgot CJ never had no ass. How am
my ass is like when I work on it, it's a little bit more firm, but when I just don't fucking do shit.
I think your pants. I think those pants we used to wear back in the day.
I hate you so much. I hate you so. But you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm trying to get at before y'all went in on my pancake ass. Listen, all you need is a handful of anything, your boobs, your ass, whatever. Guys don't care. But that's the thing, like dudes do not really give a fuck about all of that shit. It's either where you like the way you carry yourself is like the utmost thing, whether you're a female or a male. I feel like that's what it is, because no matter, like if you came across a celebrity that you're into and you realize that they had no self-confidence in real life, you would be turned off by them for the most part.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely ain't lying.
You know, and like let's say, like I don't know, who's a celebrity that people are into, like
Drake.
Like Drake?
Who's into fucking Drake?
Drake has no self-confidence. Have you heard his songs?
Who's really checking for Drake? Drake.
Nobody.
I don't know. What's up? I don't know.
What did you bring up earlier?
The guy,
what's his name? The Jamaican dude. Idris.
Oh, did you say Jamaican? I know you're fucking drunk.
He's Jamaican.
He's British.
I know, but he's of Jamaican ancestry.
Oh, of ancestry.
Okay, help me out.
Okay, yeah. So, but like if Idris or Denzel Washington or anybody along the lines were like very like, you know, not confident in themselves and were like, I know I'm not that great, but I would love to talk to you. Like, you would be turned off still. You know what I'm saying? Like most people would, not everybody, but most people would. And that's how I feel about like anything right now, like dating scene, being friends with people. Like if you don't have the confidence, it's not gonna work out, just period. That's all it is. You don't need nothing else, really.
True.
Like, have you seen some of these couples? Have you ever seen the oh shit couples? You know what I'm talking about?
No, what's that?
The oh shit couple is when one is very attractive in stereotypical terms, and the other one is not, and you be wondering what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, because
typically I don't wonder that when it's a male and a female, because I just always.
Well, when the male is not attractive, yes, but I'm talking about when the female is not as stereotypically attractive.
Yes, oh yeah, that's different. Okay. And I'm like, I immediately think she's dope as fuck. I'm like, I know he love her for real.
For real.
That's how I be feeling.
It's funny that you bring that up, because I remember back when I was living in San Antonio.
Yes.
I didn't have cable, so I had little bunny ears on the TV, and there was a show that came on. The only channels that came through were like the Mexican channels or the Spanish channels. So the only thing that I was able to watch was like Telemundo.
Yes.
And there was a show called 12 Corazones, it's 12 hearts. And it's like a dating show. And I would be tripped the fuck out.
Hey, D, hold on. Hey, move your headphones in and make sure that it's all the way in on your microphone. I don't know, it's doing a weird sound thing.
Yes, to him saying why instead of just fucking doing it.
Shut the fuck up, Brandi. You know what you're gonna do? You can shut the fuck up.
Anyway, Telemundo, 12 hearts. Go back before y'all get out of here.
I'm surprised at some of the selections these dudes make, because I'm like, you picked her?
It's weird. It is like,
and to me, I'm like, dang, she busted in the motherfucker.
Oh,
but
no.
I was like, he must have seen something that I didn't see.
I will say this.
Some people you just vibe with.
Some people like, and you know, and if you're more genuine about being able to vibe with people, you might look past a couple of flaws.
Listen, your little list you may have, because I've learned that being on these dating apps, some of the people I've already like had virtual dates with or like met up with are actually really cool. And I'm glad I went against, okay, you have to fit this bracket of age, or you have to fit this bracket of height. Because now it's kind of like, okay, if I didn't go with somebody that was maybe a little fluffier than what I would like, and maybe a little shorter than what I'd normally go with, but it's like, you are the dopest guy, like, and I wouldn't have even seen you in this Tinder world had I been like, okay,
isn't it weird though? You know what, like, I know this is like super cliche, but I really believe that a lot of people do end up with people who they would have never thought they would be with. I really do.
Really? You know why? I think a lot of these dating apps, it gives you too many options, so you can find, you know what I'm saying? Like pick the type of person that you want to be with. And it's like,
Brandy's gonna be like me. Brandy's gonna end up with like an Asian guy or a white guy. Like, I know.
Too much dip on your chip. I'm definitely gonna still be with somebody black.
I think you're gonna get with somebody. You're gonna get with the Asian dude off the Jungle Book from when we was kids. Not the new Jungle Book, but the old Jungle Book.
The old Jungle Book.
Old Jungle Book. Oh my God, because I loved him. You don't understand. Like, he was so cute to me, and that hair, baby.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm telling you, just for me.
Oh my God, D has switched drinks from wine to something else. Is that
Shinerbach?
Shinerbach, yes, Shinerbach. Jesus Christ. But no, for real though, like I feel like that's a huge thing. Like I feel like I dated a bunch of assholes like when I was younger.
Well, why is that the thing that everybody goes for when they're younger? Because everybody goes, you know what it is. Like
when you're younger, you're looking for excitement and you're looking for like just spontaneity. Yeah, and it ends up being like a bunch of dudes who are assholes who won't call you back, and
they never fucking change. You ever notice that shit? The same motherfuckers that I was, around from I say high school, and you see them now, they're doing the exact same
but you
shit.
know what?
No evolution, no nothing. It's just the same.
I will say this. I think
static.
Like, I know this is like crazy and it might be a backlash type of conversation and it's not popular, but I think guys, especially like straight guys, need the one woman who will like fucking change their lives, like, because they absolutely change their ways if it's the right person. I'm telling you, you won't even have to. You won't even have to try, huh? Who?
How you did, old boy?
What do you mean, Rob?
Years ago.
Who?
Way before, long before.
Are you talking about Butters?
Butters?
That's his new nickname. Are you talking about F?
Butters.
F?
Yeah, Butters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, F.
I mean,
you completely changed his fucking life.
I did. And I'm okay with that.
Completely.
He is a really good dad now.
He wouldn't be who he is now if you weren't there.
And
I think you got crowns on your like stars on your crowns to go to heaven. Like
is it like Mario Kart?
Yeah, like you got that shit because you did that shit. I was like, the fuck, because he wasn't. Yeah,
he wasn't shit.
He wasn't shit.
But now he's a dad. He has is it 6 kids now?
Oh shit.
The fuck?
Okay, so he married one of the girls that he was friends with for a long time. I know of her too.
Yeah.
He used to be like, oh, she's like my sister because they grew up together or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she already had 4 boys. And he had that one daughter, remember?
Yeah.
And then him and her had another boy. So he has 6 kids.
So they got the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, they got the Brady Bunch. But here's the thing. He's held down a really good job to pay for everything.
See,
but that
he had the potential, and you saw it, and you did that shit.
It was just that we were too young, though. We were too young. His own sister
was like, he ain't been the same since you showed up. She said that shit. I remember when she said that shit. And they wasn't even the type of people to take too kindly to people that
Oh yeah, they really did.
And the fact that it came out of her mouth, I was like,
it was a lot. But I remember. Do you remember his mom crying when we broke up?
Yes, boo-hooing and crying. I ain't never seen that shit.
That's how you know a mom is used to her son not picking shit.
Ain't shit niggas.
Ain't
she
shit.
was boo-hooing and crying.
She really was. Her and his sister tried to keep in touch with me after we broke up. Even his sister, M, was like, hey, if you're in town, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all, I can't be a part of y'all's lives if I'm not part of his life. Because he was the one that brought me into y'all's life.
They were just so thankful of the change that you like.
Maybe that's what it was. Because
my brother,
when his mom was crying, I felt so bad. But I was like, "Yo, son ain't shit."
Well,
she was boo-hooing.
She was,
man. He wasn't shit when you left him. But guess what? It was a whole lot better than what it was before you found him.
It sure was.
And she recognized that shit. That's why she felt some type of way.
I know she did, but like that's what I mean though. Like I feel like when and it goes both ways. I'm not saying it's one way or the other. I feel like if you find the right person, like you'll do shit out of the kindness of your heart without even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I am not a morning person at all. If you know me, I'm not a morning person. But 99% of the time, if I don't get around to making his breakfast at night, I would wake up at 5:30 to make his breakfast and then send him off to work. Like that's crazy to me. Figuring who I am, who I was, and all. Like, when's the last time you saw me get up at 5:30? D? Like never.
I've never known you to get
exactly. I'm going to bed at 5:30. Here come Rob. You should know that I love you because I be getting up early as fuck making sandwiches and shit. And then I'll take a nap afterwards. But the fact that I actually get up out of bed is a whole nother. That's what I mean. It's a miracle in itself. Did you hear him? I can't stand you. But on that miracle, let's take a quick break and we can come back to the second half real quick.
When you believe.
Oh my God. Disclaimer.
And we're back, people.
Oh my God, y'all. So listen.
Shut up. Don't fucking judge me.
Here we go.
Drunk DB.
Don't be calling me out and say, I try to tell somebody they're drunk. Your ass drunk. Shit, you the drunkest motherfucker up in here. Anyways.
You know what we should do? We should do an episode where it's like drunk history and we already trashed. Yes.
That would be pretty funny.
I think we should do it. I know that Brandi will be loud as fuck. And D will be like cutting in for no reason and just explaining himself for no reason.
With shish kebab skewers.
Yeah, why do you have shish kebab skewers at your table right now?
And pectin. I have pectin with me right now.
Why? What are you making?
I'm gonna make some mesquite jam.
You're making mesquite jam? That sounds crazy as fuck.
It's bomb. It's bomb.
What is it?
Mesquite jam. You finna walk us through this process.
What do you use it for?
You put it on toast and you use jam, nigga.
Just mesquite, like flavor.
Jam, nigga. No, you don't get to talk about jam like that.
Mesquite beans grow here in Mojave Desert.
Yes.
All around the place, and they fall off, and they're very sweet. A lot of people just know the wood because you burn the wood for barbecue, but you can use the beans, and they're very sweet. They call it the desert's candy bar, and you can make mesquite jam with it, and it's really good. So you boil it, right, like a tea, because it grows like in a bean pod. You boil all of it. You extract it. You add a little bit of lemon juice to give it some zest, and it's bomb.
I guess I didn't realize it had like little beans and stuff.
It's really good.
No, I mean, okay, so like
morning toast.
For the last half, I kind of wanted to ask like what you guys have in store for your year coming up, like the rest of the year coming up. Like what y'all doing? I know D's working on like websites and companies. I know you can't give away all your beans.
Can't spill all my mesquite beans, but I can tell you. Right now, I'm working on a store. Y'all keep y'all eyes out for Boulevard 96 Boutique. It's designed specifically for basic bitches. I designed the store for the basics.
That sounds really fancy.
You know what I'm saying? Boulevard 96, just for you and your purchasing pleasures. Your consuming pleasures. I love consumers. They're going to have all your hot summer sales on that. That's going to launch very soon, as well as, I'm not even going to try to be low-key about it no more. My True Las Vegas. Yes. My True Las Vegas is a website.
Yes.
I'm working on. It's going to be your destination-specific hotel booking site for Las Vegas. So if you want to book to come to Las Vegas, use My True Las Vegas. And you can follow me right now on Instagram or whatever platform you want to follow me on. Follow me.
We're gonna add our like Instagrams on this and websites on this episode. Yes. What about you, Brandi? What about you, Brandi? What you doing?
Right now I'm working on something with one of my besties. Just gonna be like the survival kit based thing that I was telling you about. Yeah. We're literally trying to pull the trigger on that in September. At first, At first we were gonna like wait, but I was like, honestly, I really do like the energy we had with this podcast where we're like, we're just gonna fucking do this and like
you gotta do it, man.
Just do it, right?
I'm like, I'm tired of waiting on shit. So when I have somebody that's an investor, I want to go ahead and use that money and invest. And all I have to do is come up with ideas. I'm not having to pay for nothing. Fucking say less.
I'm telling you. Remember last year when I was like moving on without waiting on? That shit is real.
It's real. It's really real. So
like, if you got ideas and shit you want to do, like you don't even have to know every single part of it. If you just go and do it, it will fucking come to you. I know I'm a little bit tipsy, but seriously.
I'm a lot of bit tipsy, and I agree.
The person I'm working with is a bit of a perfectionist, so just getting them to let that part go will make stuff flow a bit easier, because I'm like, look, the rest of the stuff will come to us, we'll get it together. But I hadn't even mentioned D, because I'm like, his work from what he showed us is amazing. Like
D's work is amazing. Talented. He's just a perfectionist, and I don't blame him because I was like that too.
I've been working on this website for like 18 years, and I've yet to launch.
You have to just fucking. You know what you have to do? You need to
everything. I'm gonna destroy it all.
Just launch it, and tweak it as you go. Launch it and
that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do.
Because here's the thing. So I have like a few side hustles. If you don't know, I do a fashion thing where I like edit closets and I personal shop. That's been on the back burner a little bit because my baking thing is taking off right now. So I've been like, I'm about to like, I don't know. Did you guys see my purse cake that I made the other week?
I did. It's cute. The red one.
That shit was,
Isn't that crazy? I'll show you that shit. I was like, and then I do, I sell all my other baked goods, and I also do gently used like fashion online and stuff like that. But what I realized is you really just have to like put your shit out there, and whether or not if it's perfect to you or not, because other people don't know if it's perfect yet or not. That's the biggest thing. Like when I first started the bakery thing, like I took orders not knowing if I can do it or not. I just like University of fucking YouTube, everything.
YouTube University is the shit.
I'm telling you, because people were like, hey, can you make these cookies? And I was like, yes, I can. And then I was like, let me spend 3 hours looking up how to do this shit.
That's the crunch time, though. That puts in the, like, I gotta figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just made a verbal contract.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. I will say I've learned from school and then some other personal stuff, even with my cosplays. A bitch just works better when it's right on that line of this is due the next day.
Well, that's the thing.
I end up working better.
And I think, like, even for the podcasting, like, for me, this works for me because I know that there's 2 other people who relies on me putting content out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I edit or whatever, I can't just, like, put it on the back burner and be like, I'll just do it whenever. Like, and then we tell our fucking consumers and listeners and viewers, like, hey, every Thursday at fucking noon, it goes out. Like, there's glitches here and there because I don't know what's going on with the Anchor platform, but last week was hell. Just last 2 weeks was hell. It's gotten fixed, so I think it's good to go. But, like, other than, like, computer glitches, like, you know, you're just like, I have to do this because people are waiting to see. And I noticed that depending on the episode, like, there are the same amount of people listening and watching. That means you guys are fucking with us, and I love you. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you long time.
We love
long
you.
Time.
Long time. Not for short time, long time.
Not short time, long time.
Speaking of...
You don't want short now, you want long.
You want short now, long now.
You don't have boyfriend because your nails so short.
Because your nails so short.
That's why you don't have boyfriend.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That was one of my favorite things. Oh my god, D.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of me love you long time, do y'all remember the red light district and like the banana show in Okinawa? I don't know where that popped up in
the
my
red
head.
light district was called.
You guys, so there's this thing called the banana show in Okinawa, and this old lady used to pop pieces of bananas out of her coochie into people's drinks and quarters.
I went with you, Brandi.
I don't recall.
I recall. I fucking recall. We watched that shit together. Or
we did.
A matter of fact, it was a group of us.
There was. And
it was
we danced
a large
that night.
Group of us, I think.
There was. We were kind of taking over for the 99 and 2000 that time.
Ooh, not the 99 and 2000.
We cut up that night.
We cut
So rumor has it.
He got on stage too.
Oh?
No, the fuck I didn't. Nobody making that shit.
No, listen, you guys. The rumor has it that the original lady had retired or something, but her daughter took over the banana show.
That's what I heard too.
Yes.
Like she was training her daughter the whole time how to cut up bananas with her bottom pieces.
Yes, cut it up with your bottom pieces and shoot it into drinks. And how did they aim it so good? Because they would shoot it into people's drinks.
They could shoot it. It's on the table. It would flop. Remember, it would fly.
There's more money to be made in that, because if you could teach some Kegel exercises or whatever the fuck y'all doing, there's some money. That needs to be an OnlyFans. That's what you OnlyFans while you playing. That's what you OnlyFans.
I'm so through.
That shit right there.
She could plop that shit out.
She was like on it, like flip,
on
flip,
the table.
Flip, flip. And she would do quarters too.
She would go down like a fucking human coin machine, like a fucking
I really didn't think it was possible until you saw it. I'm like, this shit is really happening.
Which reminds me, do you guys remember also that they had like the goat show? Do you remember that?
I heard about the donkey show.
Maybe it was the donkey show. That shit was crazy too. There was some crazy shit going on in the middle of the night in Oki. Like, not for minors, that's for fucking sure.
But all minors were there.
All the minors were there. Because nobody... So back in the day, y'all, if you're listening like or watching, nobody ID'd anybody if you looked of age.
Nobody ID'd American kids.
They
just assumed you were in the military.
Yeah, everybody
we looked like the teenagers on Netflix shows that are really 35.
That were 35. That's what it was.
No, for real, like, it was, like, crazy, because I don't think, and the other thing was the culture, right? So, like, when I was younger, like, really little, like, I'm talking, like, grade school, my uncle would send me or my brother out to the little mama-san stores to get them beer or cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
They were used to having 8-year-olds buying that shit for their uncles and aunts. So, like, when I was of age and went to the store like that to go get beer for myself, they were still selling it to me at 13, 14. cigarettes and alcohol.
Because they knew you already.
They already knew. It, to the point.
Can we push in and just mention a simpler time where, because I know a lot of people have similar stories like that.
Yes.
Where they were just simpler times where you could do some shit and like people really trusted you to be like, yeah, this is for my mom.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit
simpler
no
time, like we're 68.
Simpler time. It was, but the 90s were great, so I don't care.
Well, even when, like, so in San Antonio, for instance, where me and Chris used to live off of Austin Highway.
Yes.
I was a minor. I was under the age of 21, but I would go in there with Chris on a daily basis, and he would buy beer on a daily basis. So they got used to seeing me. So then when I went by myself,
they would just give you the beer.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was 19.
Yep, nobody fucking cared. Man, were you 19?
To be fair, again, we said it on a different we said it on a different episode. D's looked 37 for the last
I've looked 37 since I was 12.
He's got that what is his name? That they always make fun of being older. He plays the voice of God and a lot of stuff. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Morgan Freeman? So Morgan Freeman since I was 12. No, I remember the first time I was hit on, like to where it was outrageous. I was 12, and that shit fucked me up because I didn't understand what it was. What? But my aunt did. So what happened was, my mom had this party, and she had her homegirl come over. So her homegirl brought her son, who I was friends with, his older sister.
Oh God, this is like a Friday moment, ain't it?
So the older sister's friend came upstairs.
Yes.
So she thought I was up there, but I was outside riding my fucking skateboard.
Because you're 12?
Because I was 12. Right. So she went up to where she thought was my room, but it was my aunt's room. And she's like,
oh no.
Chilling in the bed watching fucking Lifetime or some shit, probably eating a Pop-Tart, drinking a wine. And she walks in the room.
Had a Pop-Tart in the wine cooler and
them cool like, breezes.
D, pushes the door open and she's like, the fuck are you doing in my room? She's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were happy.
My God, she was trying to hit on you. This is a Friday moment.
She was gonna seduce me if I was in that room.
The 12-year-old.
The 12-year-old, but she thought I was older. But so her friend's brother was actually older than me. He was like 13 or 14. I was 12, but we were friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we were outside riding skateboards and jumping off ramps and shit. But nah, she came upstairs to try to take me down.
Oh, shit.
At the tender age of 12.
Oh, you know what?
And I was in the 6th grade and she was in fucking high school already.
Oh, that's crazy. You know what, 15. Though? I do remember when I first met you guys through the dance team, thinking that D was like a junior or senior.
No, I was fucking 13.
You were a freshman.
Always look like that.
With your Cisco ass hair.
Oh yeah, and bleach blonde.
Yeah, I know, right? Didn't you have like 8, 9 piercings up and down?
I had,
all the way down. And that threw me off.
I just kept the last 2.
And I was like, dude, I was like, I'm sorry, you're what? You're 13? What is this? Like,
yep.
It was fucking crazy. I'm telling you.
But I'm the same height that I was back then.
How tall are you?
5'11". I have not known since
he was already
grade.
taller than me too, and I was like, how can this be?
I'm 13. Can I get a ride to Reisner?
Yes, Reisner.
I don't want to walk.
Reisner Gym, yes. Oh my God. Like, we really, you know what I really want to do? I want to do an Okie reunion in Okie.
In Okie.
Yes. Like,
we gotta go to Reisner Gym.
I'm not gonna do all that flying, child.
Listen,
oh, you doing that flying?
Y'all know the gates look completely different.
See where you grew up. He needs to go to Jack's place.
You're right, and his Triangl uncle can take him. And y'all can have a good ass time.
You don't want to go back?
I'm not gonna do all that flying, girl. I barely like flying to California.
Really? I love flying. I don't know what it is.
I hate it.
I fly to California, and I live in Vegas.
Nigga, you could just drive for a couple hours.
It's $88 round trip, and I'll be there in like.
That's actually cheaper probably than gas.
Yes, and it's a 35-minute.
Yeah,
Flight.
You like up and then you go down.
Because you get up and they're like, you can take your seatbelt off for 2 minutes and then
you gotta go down. Those 30-minute flights always crack me up. I'm like, why did you even tell us to take our seatbelts off? You didn't even need to give us soda.
You're like, if you need to go to the bathroom, go right now.
Like immediately.
But no, they have just enough time to serve you a drink and then it's time to land. I love it. And then you're there in 30 minutes and then you kick it and you fly right back.
So like next year for my wedding, like we really need to get something together where we can record some shit. Not kidding. I'm gonna make Dan do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell him to get his whole ass crew. And just
get us. Are y'all still gonna get married in Texas, or y'all want to fly to Cleveland and get married with Brandi?
We gotta do it in Texas because all the people.
Oh my God! You bitch!
I cannot with y'all.
Why? Why not Cleveland,
I cannot with that. It was out of nowhere. Bravo. I was not expecting that. Hilarious. I'm like, why the fuck would they come here to get married?
But why, Brandi? Why don't you want them to get married in Cleveland, Brandi?
Yeah, why y'all not get married up here so I can be a part of y'all life? Like you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's okay. I'm gonna fuck your brother, and then I'm gonna be a part of your life by default. So how about that?
Oh no, for real though. We're about to do this thing, like for real, next year. Because now I can't even, if it doesn't happen in June, it's not going to happen. So we just have to do it at this point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
That's literally how I negotiated pussy to your brother. I'm like, we got to do it at this
First
point.
of all, I didn't need to know all of that.
If we don't do it now.
If you have to ask.
Speaking of which,
never know. Yes, Angelica, yes.
I hate both of y'all.
Rugrat quotes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. I fucking cannot. No, for real though. I am just gonna fucking go do it because at this point, I'm probably gonna go to the Justice of the Peace and get our like license though this year.
Do that.
Gotta have my medical. And
come to the Cosmopolitan. Bring your mask. I will. Oh fuck! Yeah. I just revealed some shit, but yeah, come to the.
I'll cut it out when I edit it. How about that?
Yeah, well,
I said it twice.
I'll try not to.
Cosmopolitan magazine.
No, stop saying it.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up.
I work for the magazine. Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
I'll make sure to put editorials.
He's done.
Editorials.
He's done. This is over.
Editorials. Dee's losing his mind. Everybody's drunk. I'm hungry. Brandy's sleepy. Let's wrap it up. So, if you have been listening all this year, thank you guys so much. Yes. Your glass is empty. Mine's still going. This is my third glass of Long Island.
Do you know what today?
Oh my god. Anyway, no, for real though, if you have been like fucking with us this whole fucking year, thank you so much. Like, please keep checking us out. I feel like in about a year, maybe next year we'll be on fucking Steve Harvey or Oprah or Ellen. I don't know. I just want to be on something so we can tell people that
it's our anniversary.
Like craziness can exist along with other fucking Hollywood shit.
Anniversary.
Oh my god, that song came on today on the radio.
Hey.
No, for real. But anyway, if you love us, our randomness, and can't live without,
it's our anniversary.
Oh my god, can't live without our podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our to your favorite podcast platform. I'm sorry,
like groceries.
Oh my god,
like groceries.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure that you like or comment, hit that notification bell. Make sure you get all our episodes. Our Triangl episodes drop every Thursday at noon Central. If you're into low brow news, we drop it every Monday at 9 a.m. Central. Oh my god, we're probably going to start a third episode a week about love and relationships. Hang out, we're working on it. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because these motherfuckers is losing their mind. So if anything, stay woke, stay blessed, logical and safe. If you're black, stay black. If you're not, support POC and
eat groceries.
Share up with your groceries. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting us for this full year.
Yay!
Please continue to watch us or listen
to us.
One more year. We love you all.
One more year.
Yes, we're coming through. We're coming through. Don't forget to subscribe to our anchor.fm channel too. It starts at 99
also, wait a minute.
cents
Make sure
month.
you support CJ's OnlyFans. She don't want to talk about it.
Yet.
Yeah. She don't want to talk about it.
She don't want to talk about it, but she got one.
I don't have one yet. We'll talk to Rob and see if I can start one. Huh?
She eating groceries.
I know y'all out there looking for the chubby girls. You know you love it.
Stay out there.
They out
anyway,
there. We out here.
With you guys next week. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye. Bye.